Shaq, we'll start with you because there have been reports that a member of the jury during today's proceedings fell asleep and that other jurors appear to be disinterested, perhaps distracted. Give us a sense of what's happening in the courtroom today.
Yeah, Jeff, this comes from our pool reporters, the two reporters who are inside the courtroom. Remember, we're limited because of social distancing and the court's rules there. But based on a pool report that we got from earlier today, we got a sense that some of the jurors have been paying attention and taking lots of notes. But there was one juror in particular who the pool report says in the back row appeared to be sleeping. The other jurors seemed very attentive, watching Nelson and the lieutenant as they were going through and testifying. But when a graphic was shown on the screen about ground control and it was put up on the screen, you saw one juror, or you saw all the jurors look up at that graphic, but the other juror that had the head down did not look up as well. So the suspicion is that this juror was sleeping. This is something that, we noticed that the testimony this week has been less emotional, less compelling than what we saw during the first week when we had witnesses in tears every single day. Sometimes we're getting to technical matters. We're getting to specific policies and training techniques, and it gets a little bit slower sometimes. And you see in that instance, it appears as if one of the jurors did kind of doze off a little bit, Jeff.
And David Henderson, to Shaq's point, we've been hearing from a number of fact witnesses today. Lastly, we heard from Nicole McKenzie. She's a medical support coordinator earlier in the day. There was a use of force instructor, a crisis intervention trainer. Give us a sense of how these folks add to the case that the prosecution is making. And as a prosecutor, what do you make of the fact that at least one juror appears to have fallen asleep and others appear to be disinterested today?
Jeff, I'm not at all surprised that a juror would be falling asleep on this case. The questioning is moving along at a snail's pace. I'm not sure how many times we need to have it asked again. Do you know who Derek Chauvin is? Do you see Derek Chauvin in the courtroom? Can you identify Derek Chauvin? I think literally every single witness has been asked that same question. When you start falling into rhythms like that, you start to lose people's attention and they lose their ability to focus on what's most important to your case. The most important facts to be developing right now are building on what the second paramedic we heard from said, and that was any lay person should have started performing chest compressions. I don't know why Minneapolis Police Department didn't start doing it. Now we're hearing from someone who's confirming that, yes, Derek Chauvin did know how to perform CPR. That's important. That's what you want them to focus on, because that's not the type of omission that a jury is going to forgive when your whole argument is, I was out there trying to do my job and sometimes my job gets difficult.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.